So this one is called Nicotine. This is one of the only poems that has the name. What were you smoking? Some kind of nicotine that it began to add to the haze that lives inside your head? Did he try to unhaze you? Did he uncloud your judgment? Did he unwaver your confidence? Did he unburn your persistence? Did he rock you all night? Did he cradle you? Did he hold your dirty, dirty hands? Did he kiss your weary, weary feet? Or did he become the nicotine that you rolled up in a cigarette, inhaled him in one large puff for it to add to your haze, and then you craved to smoke him once more? So I don't want a Facebook relationship status kind of love. I want an illogical love. I want a love that consumes me. I want a love that burns me to ashes. I want a love that obliterates my senses. I want a love that doesn't have a schedule or a routine or a pattern. I want a love that loves, that overwhelms, and that is not afraid to do so. I want a love that is adventurous and risky and dangerous. I want a love that is nonsensical and magical and fantastical. I want a love that makes me want to keep all the practicalities aside and just fall for it. I want a love that I'm becoming famous for. I want a bookish, movie-like, fairy tale-ish love. I want a love that is not afraid to hold hands or make out in public or get sick of being constantly touched. I want a love that does not sustain or restrain itself. I want a love that feeds on each other. I want a love that is nude and naked and wild and passionate. I want a love that is lewd and sexy and vulgar. I want a love that is insane and passionate and fiery. I want a love that does not hold back. I want a love that makes enormous demands on me and drains me. I want a love that alters the chemicals in my brain. Hey. I want a love that twists my spine. I want a love that squeezes my arteries. I could go for cholesterol. I want a love that bursts my veins. I want an exhausting and tiring kind of love. I want a reckless love. I want a love that is liberating. I want a love that has no holds barred. Where is that love? Where is that love? Where is that fucking love? I know the secret of drowning. Do not try to swim. Dive in, head down. Gulp the water as you go. Throw your hands back. Float. Attempt to open your eyes. Catch the last glimpse of land. Hold on to a twig. Let go. Gasp for air. Go down. Suffocate. Struggle. Try and feel your toes because you won't be able to feel them. Close your eyes. Smile. Focus on the drowning. Do it well. He is a war-torn country, with half-burnt flags waving low. I see crying babies, I hear wailing mothers, I feel absent fathers, yet I'm too patriotic to leave. He is a war-torn country. I hear bombs exploding, I hear sirens screeching, and when I place my ear against the wall, I hear nothing, a deafening silence. I am too patriotic to leave. He is a war-torn country. Somebody should warn me that the enemies will find me, their bullets will shoot me open, my blood will turn black. He is a war-torn country that I'm too patriotic to leave. She had fallen for his mind. While he slept, she would marvel at the frontal lobes, the parietal lobe, the temporal lobe, and the occipital lobe. She brain-kissed him, despite the neurotoxins. It did not matter whether he let her enter from the right or the left hemisphere of his mind. It didn't really matter. As long as she was floating somewhere in the cerebrospinal fluid, she felt afloat, alive, and all those things that people feel when they stay afloat and alive in each other's minds. It was never easy swimming in his brain, diving from his forebrain to his midbrain and then crossing all the hurdles that led to his hindbrain. It was never really easy. It exhausted her. But brain kissing is exhausting, because it should be. So I wrote a few sexy poems because I was too tired of being depressed and heartbroken. I have a few here. This I always tell people. I wrote this for Pablo Neruda, who is a Spanish poet. This Spanish man was hot, and I was doing a reading where we were celebrating his poetry, so this is for him. I want you to write on my body, scroll a poem across the arch of my back, slowly ink a sonnet on my bare breasts and carve a vertically lined haiku down my upper thighs, dipping corners of my elbows in layers of prose. The slope of my arse craves a free verse, with no rhyme or rhythm or meter. I want you to drop the words from the curves of my waist. I want you to catch them sliding down the slope of my hips, then cup them up with both your hands and ride them through my hair. I want you to encircle my navel with the tip of your tongue and sing canes that last longer than 5 lines. I want you to pick up each word with your hungry mouth and impregnate them into long ballads until they swell deep inside my womb. I want you to write stories on my body about God and life and birth and death and who you are and who you want to be. I want you to leave bruises on my soul.